Hola chicos, here I am in Merida in the Yucatan province of Mexico. And right now I'm in a hostel called El Tigre de Santiago, where I pay approximately 250 pesos, which is about 12 US dollars per night to sleep in a dorm. I know you guys love to see the hostels because you want to know where I sleep at night. I don't blame you. Let me show you around the hostel and then we'll go look around Merida. So what can I tell you about Merida? Well, it's the largest city and the capital of the Yucatan province. It's known as sort of the cheaper, more quiet and relaxing place compared to the tourist hotspots of Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and Tulum. So you can go right across the peninsula and you can come stay here if you're tired of parties and all the things that come with that. There is a party to be found in Merida, but it's known as the safest city in Mexico. That's sort of what it's famous for. I don't know how true that is, but it might be because there's a police officer on every single corner of the city. You can't go very far here without seeing like a cop car, which isn't a bad thing because they're a different breed than those police over in Playa del Carmen, if you know what I mean. So let's go for a walk and take a look around Merida.
Hello.
Hola, I made some friends here already. They had to stop to say hi.
Mucho gusto.
Yeah, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, muy bien.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Tomando las chevas.
Going drinking.
Los drinking. Métele.
Pero me?
Sí.
Well, look at this. The people in Merida, they just stopped to give me a cerveza. Oh, muchas gracias, amigo.
Merida muy bonita. Merida muy bonita.
Sí, Merida is numero uno. See, if you come to Merida, you're gonna have an amazing time. The people are super friendly. They just stop and give you beer.
Bro. Eso.
Gracias.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Merida.
Adios. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's illegal to drink and drive, but that's okay because, you know, it's all in good fun. They just stopped and gave me a beer. That's one of the benefits of being a super famous YouTuber. People just want to get you drunk.
Conmigo no vuelan, ya me conocen.
Ah.
Por eso es que cuando uno toma, ellos aquí cuando llego a las 7, espera que yo les tire su desayuno, porque les doy maíz quebrado y tortilla. Yo les doy maíz y les voy a dar un poquito más. Diario. En la mañana desayunan, a las 2 de la tarde se vuelven a venir. Ya tienen el horario. Ya saben el tiempo.
Muchas gracias, amigo.
Así, buen día.
This is one of those days where I'm just glad I decided to take out my camera and start filming. Look at this. Everywhere in Merida you find these bugs. The German VW beetle is super popular in Merida. All over Merida you can find these parks where the locals come to hang out and relax and drink cerveza. And you can get some food at the cochinas over here. Right across from the park we have a movie theater, Cinemex, where you can see the new movies, the crappy new Matrix movie and the awesome new Spider-Man movie. The pigeons really love this park. Big draws of Merida are all these colonial aged buildings. This is one of the really old churches here right in the center of the city, surrounded by banks, surrounded by pharmacies. Merida's not exactly the most happening place. It's not the place you come if you want to have a party, but if you're interested in some history, some Spanish historical facts, it's a good place to come visit museums. A good place to come and just relax. I'm heading to the center, what they call Centro in most cities, and you can see here that outside of the Centro in Merida, there's really not much going on. You just have these long straight streets. The whole city is built in a grid with very wide streets, and one block, uno cuadro, is much distance. It's very far, so it's not a good walking place. I highly suggest, if you're going to spend a serious amount of time in Merida, you get yourself a bicycle or a car or a motorcycle, or live in the center.
Hello.
Hola, amigo. There's a real Mexican man here, a real Mexican hombre. ¿Cuál es tu nombre, amigo?
Angel.
Angel. Okay, adios. Friendly locals. You could buy this building, or you could rent it at least. Merida has been quite popular with digital nomads lately, so I'll show you two of the coffee shops I like to work at. One of them here is called Manifesto, and it's good. I'll show you inside. But across the street we have a place called Gloria Jeans, which is equally as good. It's just not quite as hip, and the coffee costs a fraction of the price of this one. Let's look inside. I got the gun. And here you can see we have a restaurant behind me that's pretty typical of the Centro area of Merida, where you have grand arches in a Spanish colonial style, lots of room inside, great prices on the food, and just beautiful architecture. Let's take a look. Come with me on an adventure into this building. Oh, the menu. Panuchos, 100. 100. Empanadas, 4 pieces, 100. So this restaurant, guys, if you're interested, is called the Prospi.
Stup. Stup.
Stup.
Stup.
Okay.
Stup significa que es el menor de la familia. El menor de la familia.
Viva El Cafe, JC Street. It's definitely a place I could come to work. So there are a fair number of decent workspaces, and the internet is good in Merida. While the outskirts of Merida tends to be a bit of a ghost town during the day, it's just way too hot. There's not a whole lot of shade out there. The center of Merida, the old historical town, really starts to pick up at night. As the sun goes down and it gets cool, the life comes out of the city. And that's where I'm going right now, and that's why you're starting to see more people around, a bit more action. This is Centro Merida. Outside of the tourist zone, this is what the real Merida looks like. It's busy, it's full of Mexicans, and this is what it looks like. Merida is also a bit of a foodie paradise. You have very fancy restaurants in beautiful locations like this. La Trato. And if you go 2 blocks in either direction, you can find greasy little local spots where they'll sell you 50-cent tacos. So whatever you want here. They have world cuisine. Sushi, tacos, sandwiches, tortas, pizza. They have it all in Merida. So I'll say Merida right now, it's kind of an overflow spot for Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and Tulum, because everything is sold out online right now. It's early January and you can't get a hostel for less than $30 US a night. So for a lot of people, that's out of their budget, so they're coming to Merida. And Merida is also very expensive. And the reason that so many people are coming out here is because Mexico right now, specifically the Yucatan, is sort of a COVID vaccine refugee hotspot. So people that don't want to get injected, people that don't want to stick things up their nose, or, you know, be told where they can and can't eat, they're coming to Mexico. The whole world is, and right now this region is at like 100% capacity. Well, Cancun is actually 100% capacity. You can't rent a hotel right now. Everybody's there. It's record-breaking tourism in Mexico, where the rest of the world is shut down and their economies are crumbling. Mexico is in a boom. They're in a boom because people who don't believe in the narrative and they don't want to get, you know, injected with the mRNA vaccines, they're all coming here on vacation. They're not going, you know, they're not going to Sweden. Maybe they would go to Sweden because Sweden's got freedom. No, well, they're not going to places that are locked down, places that demand vaccine passports. But that's driven the price of everything way up. So it's not the cheapest place to come. Hola, amigo. What are you doing? ¿Qué está haciendo?
Casa.
A su casa.
Sí.
These guys are building a new casa, restaurante. Gracias. The locals are working hard, so it's a boom right now, and that's why restaurants are going up, houses are going up, hotels are going up, while the rest of the world is suffering economically because their governments are shutting them down. Mexico is booming. Get woke, go broke. All right. And that's all for today. My next video, I'm gonna be landing in Mexico City. I'm very excited. I've never been to Mexico City before. Okay, I'll see you there. Adios.